What if I told you that the most basic, fundamental force holding your world together doesn't actually exist? Every day of your life confirms the opposite. You drop a cup, it shatters on the floor. You jump up and instantly come right back down. For over 2 centuries, the smartest people on Earth agreed on why this happens. Sir Isaac Newton gave us the math to show that gravity was an invisible force, a universal tether pulling everything toward everything else. But that centuries-old consensus was actually flawed. The pulling force we feel every single day is a literal illusion, which leaves a problem. If there is no invisible string pulling your feet to the floor, why aren't you floating off into the atmosphere right now? To answer that, we have to stop looking at physical objects like falling apples or planets. Instead, we need to look at the blank, empty void between them. In 1915, Albert Einstein proposed a solution that upended the traditional model of the cosmos. To follow his logic, you have to unlearn your basic definition of nothingness. Einstein realized that the dark vacuum of space isn't actually empty. It is a physical, flexible medium. Imagine this undisturbed space as a flat, tightly stretched rubber sheet. If you take a heavy object, like a bowling ball, and rest it right in the middle, its mass warps the material, bending it downward into a deep valley. Now toss a small marble onto that same sheet. It won't travel in a straight line. It traces a looping path along the slope of that valley. The bowling ball isn't reaching out and pulling the marble toward it. The marble is simply following the path of least resistance along a curve that the heavy ball created. Take that exact same physical mechanism and scale it up to the size of the solar system. The sun is our massive cosmic bowling ball. Its mass warps the fabric of space for billions of miles in every direction. The Earth is the smaller object, navigating that heavily warped environment. Our yearly orbit has nothing to do with invisible tethers. Our planet is just rolling along the curved wall of the valley the sun carved out of space. Planetary motion is dictated entirely by the hidden geometry of the universe, not a pulling force. So, does that mean gravity is a complete illusion? The sensation of a pull is an illusion, but the physical consequence of that curved space is entirely real. In modern physics, gravity is no longer defined as a force. It is the physical shape of space and time. Einstein's equations describe a universe that behaves like a dynamic landscape, one that bends and stretches under the weight of everything inside it. Einstein's discovery altered humanity's understanding of the universe. This means that when an object falls to the floor, it isn't being yanked down. It is simply sliding through the microscopic curvature of space created by the mass of the Earth. We are not tied down by invisible strings. We, and everything around us, are simply gliding through the invisible hills and valleys of a living, bending universe.
The discoveries that change the world.